Hey guys, I am Foxtrot Delta, and welcome back to some more Star Trek Legacy, and welcome back to another episode in the Assimilation of the Alpha Quadrant series. And today I am doing one of your suggestions. I wasn't sure if this would work, but I've gotten it to work almost perfectly. It's not quite set up exactly the way it should be, but it is pretty darn close. So here we have 4 Sovereign-class battleships leading the charge, and this battle is very different than the last ones. It has a unique twist to it, where not only do we have Federation vessels fighting the Borg, but there are also Borg vessels fighting the Borg. One of you in the comments section said you wanted to see 16 Borg cubes and 16 Federation starships made up of a complement of Sovereign-class vessels, Intrepid-class vessels, and Defiant-class ships, and Galaxy-class ships. You wanted to see these 32 ships take on a fleet of 10 Borg spheres, 10 Borg Queen cubes, and 12 assimilated vessels. You said assimilated Federation vessels, and them being of different classes, but unfortunately there are only assimilated Galaxy-class ships so far as assimilated Federation starships go. However, I also have on the enemy side some assimilated Klingon vessels as well to make up for that, so it's not just assimilated galaxies, there is some variety in the ships we are fighting against. Also, another slight deviation from the suggestion is that instead of there being 16 Borg cubes and 16 Federation ships, because of the way the game makes or forces me to create the fleets, I have to have 4 slots reserved for my command ships, and I cannot have 2 factions at once being the player's faction, so we have those 4 sovereigns taking those 4 slots. So there are actually 18 Federation starships and 14 Borg cubes, which still is a lot of Borg cubes. I think this should be a lot of fun. This is definitely going to be one of the battles that is going to signal the end of this war, no matter which way it goes. I'm not sure how it will end. I briefly attempted this battle before, and it seemed pretty even. And you also recommended that we have this battle be the battle for Ferenginar, although ironically there are no Ferengi ships in the fleet. But you know what? The Borg are near the Ferengi system, and we've been called to help, so it is the battle for Ferenginar, although it is in the same map that we usually use for versus battle maps, because I've never had a problem with this map. So just use your imagination a little bit. Let's hit engage. I know some of you may have trouble with the fact that all of my command ships are sovereigns, but I wanted something that could take a lot of punishment, and I figured that the vessel, it's the same type as the Enterprise E, the Sovereign-class starship, would really be a nice command ship for each of the 4 groups of vessels. So in this group we have Galaxy-class ships and a couple Sovereigns. In this group we have the Intrepids and I think 3 Defiant-class ships. And there is actually not much lag, which is absolutely phenomenal. Okie dokie, we have all of the enemy vessels on this side of the map. You can see the D7s, Ravenous-class ships, assimilated Galaxy-class ships. The D7s and Ravenous-class ships are also assimilated. There are spheres and there are Borg Queen cubes. No regular Borg cubes. Now, the Borg Queen cubes, what they lack in armor, they make up for with tremendous firepower. Those things are scary. You're right. It is the Borg. You are correct. Okay, let's warp this ship to here, full power to the shields. Let's take this fleet and just stop. Just stop moving. Let's go backwards even. Okay, this fleet should not be pulled up front because these guys will be obliterated. We want the Borg cubes to move up front. Not the, oh dear. Not the Federation starships. Although I think, yeah, already we are facing a problem. This Sovereign is under fire, and the Borg cubes, unlike these ones, are not warping forward. Alright, let's warp this way, back towards our fleets a little bit. I did not warp nearly far enough, did I? No. No, I did not. Okay, we tried to warp, and we exploded instead. There we go, now the Borg cubes are firing. Oh, this guy is too far forward. Too far forward. Look at this. I'm just talking right over the in-game screaming. Oh, that looks cool. Let's target this one. Oh, look at that. We fired photon and quantum torpedoes, all headed right towards this cube. Let's turn the HUD back on and see how much damage we're doing. Quite a bit. Not bad, not bad. Let's warp away.
Borg ships, Captain.
Enterprise.
Okay, I did not expect this ship to be in trouble. Okay, we did warp the rest of that fleet out of the way of that explosion. That is good. Quantum torpedoes are locked on. Look at all of the Borg energy beams just slicing into that thing. There we go. Let's warp forward.
Borg ships, Captain.
Hopefully I did not lose my entire fleet. No, I didn't. That is incredible. I'm not too worried about the Borg cubes exploding from other Borg cubes. I'm just worried about my ships exploding from Borg cubes exploding. We've destroyed a few of the Borg Queen cubes. I think I just saw a regular Wolf 359 cube disintegrate. Alright, let's target this guy. This could be a mistake, but it is my mistake to make. Let's grab ships 1 and 4 as well. Get them to target this sphere. Oh no, something exploded. I'm hoping it was hostile. Or hostile. However you want to pronounce it. This thing has no issues dispatching Borg spheres.
Sensors have detected Borg energy signatures.
What a detective. Okay, well, let's look at how the battle is going at this angle. It looks like there's mostly green, actually. They've lost a lot of the Borg Queen cubes, and I have not lost any starships apart from the first one. Never mind, we're about to lose... Oh my gosh, that one has a sliver of health. What's the nearest target? Let's target that one. Assimilated Ravenous 2. Let's hit him.
Borg vessels. Enterprise.
Initiating war.
Let's not be near that explosion. How about that? Yeah, take a look at that. We are going to lose that Sovereign. Yep, just lost a Sovereign class. This battle is going much, much nicer than I anticipated. I mean, sure, losses are heavy. We've lost several starships, but our fleet outnumbers them.
Enterprise.
Our fleet outnumbers theirs. Finally got the Ravenous just in time to watch that happen. Do we still have the cluster of Intrepids around us? We do. Where are they? I have... Oh, there they are. Lagging behind me. Quite literally. So there are the Intrepid-class ships, the Pathfinder, Bellerophon, Intrepid, and the Voyager. So, this battle is taking place during the time when there was a Borg civil war occurring, and I believe that was referenced... Actually, it began, really, in the Voyager episode Unimatrix Zero. The interesting thing about that title being that there is no Unimatrix Zero. It's been a while since I've watched Voyager. But quite a few Borg drones actually were going against the Borg Collective's collective wishes. And, supposedly for this battle, those drones commandeered these vessels that are assisting us and sent them to combat the actual Borg, which they're trying to destroy and assimilate the Alpha Quadrant. There was some lag going on. Not much, but it is noticeable. Is that the last hostile cube? Oh, it is. It's just a bunch of spheres now. Not bad at all.
Photon Pods are loading, sir.
I'm shocked. I was expecting this to be a heavy loss, actually. How many of our cubes are left? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... Okay, we did lose a few. Some of them are overlapping on each other on the tactical screen. That's why it looked like there were less. Oh, that... look at that Galaxy class. It cannot withstand the firepower of these cubes. No, sir. Not even close. Those things slice through it like it isn't even there. And you can see the frame rate really slows down. And it speeds up, slows down. We have prevailed, so that was a victory for not only the Federation and their allies, which aren't really present here, but also for the Borg rebels. Although I somehow doubt they would get that many cubes. That would take a lot of drones. That battle took just under 8 minutes. We lost one of our command vessels. Also, our command ships were responsible for the destruction of one Borg ship, and our fleet took care of the rest. A huge thanks to the Borg rebels there. I don't think... Actually, I'm positive that we would have perished if they had not been there. Our fleet could not withstand the might of maybe 2 of those Borg Queen cubes, let alone the 10 that were there, as well as 10 spheres. So really, the Borg are turning the tide of the war. I mean, also the Romulans tend to do that, and the Cardassians. Really, the tide's been going in our favor for quite a while. And I'm not complaining, but that means the Borg's time is coming. You know, I think this war is going to end somewhat relatively soon, because they cannot keep this up forever. Despite the fact they've assimilated countless worlds, they will one day run out of soldiers. Although I somehow am beginning to doubt if the Federation can last that long. We'll see how the next battle goes. Maybe that will determine things. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this struggle between the Borg and... well, the Borg and the Federation was in there. If you guys enjoyed the battle, well then please be sure to leave the video a like, and if you are not subscribed and you want to see more, well then please subscribe, because there is always more Star Trek Legacy on this channel. If for whatever reason, however, you guys did not enjoy the video, I do apologize for that, and I ask that you leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what it is that I can do to improve the next videos that I produce, so that hopefully you guys will find some entertainment when watching them. And if you want to see any specific type of ship or battle scenario like this one, well then please, I ask that you leave a comment in the comment section with regards to that, and please, give me your ideas. I want to know what you want to see, and I will do my best. I will do everything in my power to use your recommendations in my future videos. Also, I do have to apologize. Recently, I have been somewhat lacking in getting my videos out on time and recorded, and that is because of, well, school. It's been taking a lot more of my time than I expected it would, and I do not have nearly as much free time as I did before to record videos, but I'm doing the best that I can, and no, the channel is not going to disappear, not anytime soon, and not anytime in the foreseeable future. So I think that is all that I have to say. I hope that you guys are having an absolutely phenomenally good day, and I will see you next time.